Okay, welcome world to our weekly memorization and prestidigitation. Is anybody doing prestidigitation this week?
We're not telling.
No, okay. What's today? 5th?
Yes.
June 5th. And we had ice cream that was brought in by William Hendricks, and that was, who had chocolate?
We all had everything.
Everybody had everything? Triple scoop?
What didn't we have?
Okay, good. And okay, so this is our weekly memorization for our newest people. This is a thing that we have to do. It's just a mandatory thing. It's very important. And when we have people come in here that are employers, prospective employers, students who've gotten jobs, they say that probably the thing that was the one single thing that was the most beneficial was talking about the ability to memorize poems in this book. Now, is there a book over here handy anywhere? Can somebody hold up a book? Okay, so the good news is, even though we did not get the books, Safira, Summer, who else was working on the books? Phyllis?
I think that's it.
Okay, so Sherry ordered books this week. So we hope to have them by next Friday for people who do not have their own book. And the deal is, if you memorize the red wheelbarrow and the purple cow, you get your own book to keep and use. And again, I want to just assure you, when you're out there and you're talking to people and you're doing your interviews, if you show people the book, if you talk about memorization here, you will go up 10 levels in the interview. And Robert, Dwayne, Ronnie, you'll hear people. What are you doing this week? Isn't that a long time ago?
No.
Okay. And you're doing Hamlet soliloquy? Okay, so that the stuff that we're doing this week seems hard, and it is because we meaning you, haven't practiced memorizing stuff. But by week 10, 11, 12, 13, you will look back at this and say, gosh, I can't believe how easy that is now. Just because you get used to using your brain to remember stuff and it becomes important. So don't worry, don't be concerned. You saw William Hendricks in here today, and literally he would stand, he wouldn't sit in the chair, he'd stand like this, frozen, and he'd wear a dark shirt, because if he didn't wear a dark shirt, this was just all sweat stain from being nervous. But he would go ahead and go forward and just do it. So again, this is just an extremely important thing. Nobody else does it. When we had a judge in here, Judge Kearns from Youth Court, he sat in when we did it one time, and he said, you know what, I teach communications in UNLV, and this is great. What you guys are doing, this is fantastic stuff. So, and then we just make it a little bit more interesting by putting it on YouTube live. So everybody in the world could be watching this right now, but everybody in the world is not watching. I can assure you of that. And the good news is the communications bill was passed. What does that mean?
We can make phone calls.
We're
allowed to be on the internet.
First school I work.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that is a big, huge thing. But what that really means is, for here, we don't have to take the YouTubes down and make them private, because with Casa Grande, they agreed. This is so important that we could do the YouTube. Everybody could be on YouTube, but we had to turn them private. So if your family or friends wanted to watch these, they couldn't watch you. And some people here might remember when we did 2 YouTubes a day, right? We do the Casa Grande people first, and then we did the non-Casa Grande people. The Casa Grande one would be made private so nobody could see it, and the non-Casa Grande one was public, so people could go back and watch it. And, Robert McLean, anybody remember Robert McLean? One person, 2. Do you remember Robert? Okay. So he has a daughter in school in Ohio, I think at Kent State. So she would like to watch him do his stuff every week. And Manuel got his commercial, his TV commercial, because he pointed them to watching him do Mark Antony's speech. So this is very important. Just make it fun. If it isn't fun, then you need to figure out why it's not fun, because it should be fun, right? When it's over. Oh, and for new guys, it's much better if you get it over with. If you want to wait to the end, you're just prolonging the angst of doing it. So my suggestion would be watch a couple people, then just dive right in, get it done, get it over with, and it'll be fun. Okay, so who's doing what parts? Tim is doing what?
Tiger.
No, not that part, but good enthusiasm. Who's doing the parts?
I'll be quiet on the set.
Okay,
I'll do 3, 2, 1.
okay.
But I'm going first. So
All right, so then you're going to move to where so they can see you?
I'll move out here.
Okay, so we want people to kind of be looking towards the camera, so it doesn't work if you're there.
Right there.
Perfect, great. Okay, so Jessie again wants to go first. Great, okay, welcome.
Quiet on the set. 3.
My name is Jessie Stephanie. This is my 6th week at Larson, and I will be reciting Jabberwocky. 'Twas brillig in the slithy toes, the gyre and gimble in the wave. On mimsy where the boar goes, and the mummy rats out grave. Beware the Jabberwock, my son. The jaws that bite, the cause of cash. Beware the JoJo bird and shun, the Frumi's bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand. Long time the maximum foe he saw. So rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood awhile in thought. And as in elfish thought he stood, the Jabberwock, with eyes of flame, came whipping through the tulgey wood, and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through the Jabber. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through the vorpal blade went snicker snack. He left it dead, and with his head he went glumphing back. And as I was saying, the Jabberwock, come to my arms, my beamish boy. O frabjous day, coo coo, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brillig in the slithy toes, the gyre and gimble in the wave. On mimsy where the boar goes, and the mummy rats out grave.
Kind of fast.
Yeah, I like trying to get it over with.
Wait 1 second. What page is this on?
It is on, it's on page 103.
Quiet on the set.
3.
My name is Velvety Man. This is my 14th week at Larson. I will be attempting to recite Hamlet's soliloquy by William Shakespeare. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take up arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more, and by sleep to say we end. The heartache and thousand natural shock that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation of devoutly wished. To die, to sleep perchance to dream. There's a rub. For that sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes a calamity of so-called life. For who will bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pains of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office and the spurns, that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietest make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country, from whose bourne no travelers puzzles the will, and makes us rather bears those ills we have, than fly to others who know not of, thus conscious does make cowards of us all. And thus the native hue of resolution is sidled over with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment, with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action, soft you know, the far Ophelius Nanthan thy orisons, be all my sins remembered. So I need a third week. I need a third week on that one.
Now, go to the paragraph that starts with who would Fartles bear.
Okay. Who would Fartles bear?
Yeah.
Okay,
The second to last paragraph.
I'm there.
What is a fartle?
I'm not sure. An unintelligent person?
What? What?
An unintelligent person?
So a fartle is a burden.
Oh.
So it's basically saying what? So now
What burdens bear?
Yeah, who would bear these burdens to grunt and sweat under a weary life? So it's, why would we want to live? That's what he's asking the question. Why would we want to live? Why do we want to put up with all of these problems? And he says, when he himself might quiet his faith with a bare body. What's a body? What? What is a body?
I'm not sure.
When he himself might quiet his faith with a bare body.
Body?
What's a body?
It's a small dagger type thing.
Right, very thin dagger. So he's saying, why would you want to put up with all this stuff when you can just kill yourself with a, very sharp pointed dagger? So he says, who would Fartles bear? Why would you want to put up with all this grunt and sweat under a weary life
When you could just kill yourself and end it?
when you can just kill yourself? He says, but the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no travel returns, puzzles the will. So it's fear of what happens when you die that makes people continue to live. So it makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly off to others who will not up.
Scaredy cats.
What?
Scaredy cats.
Correct. Now, what did Marcus Aurelius say about them? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller?
Virtue is enough. Skeleton or to
Well, remember in the other talk with Alain de Botton, he said Stoicism allows for suicide.
So he pretty much said it was okay.
He said, so what's the big deal is when you die. If there's nothing after death, you don't know, but if something happens, you're only going to be dead for virtually no time. Right. Okay, so it makes it easier to know these if you spend a little bit of time going through the hard English, hard words. Sure.
Quiet on the set.
Three.
Hello, my name is Dawn Nardacci. I've been at Larson Training Center now for 4 weeks, and I'm going to recite a smile. Let the others cheer the winning man. There's one I hold worthwhile. 'Tis he who does the best he can, then loses with a smile. Beaten he is, but not to stay down with the rank and file. That man will win some other day, who loses with a smile.
Quiet on the set.
Three.
Hi, my name is Suzanne Sacento. I've been at Larson for 4 weeks, and I'm going to recite the poem, The Smile. Let others cheer the winning man. Let's just try this more. I always do that. Sorry.
Quiet on the set.
Yeah.
3, 2.
The Smile. Let others cheer the winning man. There's one I hold worthwhile. 'Tis he that does the best he can, then loses with a smile. Beaten he is, but not to stay. Down with the rank and file. That man will win some other day, who loses with a smile.
Hopefully you're gonna put some emotion into it.
Oh, yes.
Quiet on the set.
3,
Hi, my name is Julia Suka French. I've been at Larson Training Center in Las Vegas for 4 weeks, and I'm going to recite a smile. Let the others cheer the winning man. There's one I hold worthwhile. 'Tis he that does the best he can, then loses with a smile. Beaten he is, but not to say. Down with rank and file. That man will win some other day, who loses with a smile. Cut. Somebody say cut. Thank you.
Were you saying that with the list?
Well, kind of.
Alrighty. Quiet on the set.
3,
My name's Monica Emke. This is my 14th week at Larson Training Centers. I'll be reciting Hamlet's soliloquy by William Shakespeare. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or take up arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely?
Wait, you're cut.
Skip the paragraph. So it's to die, to sleep.
Okay. All right, I'm
Sort of
ready.
like the first
Okay.
Quiet on the
one.
set.
You're doing very well.
3,
Hamlet's soliloquy by William Shakespeare. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or take up arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and thousand natural shock that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep perchance to dream. Ah, there's the rub. And in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must bring us pause. There's the respect that make a calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself with might his quietest make with a bare bodkin. Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, that undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all. And thus the native hue of resolution is sickly o'ered with the pale cast of thought. That's all I got. I'm gonna read the rest of it. And enterprises of great pith and moment, with this regard their currents turn array and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph, and thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
Good job.
Okay.
So at the very end, orison is what? Instead of rising.
Orisons.
In thy orisons may all my sins be remembered.
I'm not sure what orisons means.
Okay, so he's saying to her, in your prayers may all my sins be remembered.
Okay. And then there was one other part of the poem that I noticed when I I'll recite it actually better next Friday because it's one of my favorite poems, and I kind of screwed it up. But there's a difference in the different translations between pith and pitch. So I looked at both of the definitions, and they're quite similar. But I also noticed that William Shakespeare actually wrote, this is like his third version of this poem. He actually had two other earlier versions that were similar, but he changed some of the wording in them. So those are interesting to read too.
Yeah, so that is right. So what is tip?
It's the essence of a moment.
Which means what?
The essence of a moment. I guess the pith would be at what level
So
you.
say it's like important.
It is very, yeah, it's
Okay, so say
important.
it's like important. So it's saying an enterprise is of great importance
Mhm,
in the moment.
right. Because pitch actually means the depth of something, so it would be the importance of
Well,
something.
pitch is how
The level, right.
steep it is.
Mhm.
So that would be something very high.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we keep going back and forth. This is important pitch.
Right, and there's many different versions that have either or word in it.
Very good.
Okay, so Tim, have no laugh.
Quiet on set.
I'm Tim, and this is my 12th week at Larson, and I'll be trying to recite Tiger for the third time. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? In what distant deeps or skies burnt the fire of thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? And what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews of thy heart? And when thy heart began to beat, what dread hand, what dread feet, what the hammer, what the chain? In what furnace was thy brain? What the anvil, what dread grasp did its deadly terrors clasp? When the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven in their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who make the lamb make thee? Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye dare frame thy fearful symmetry? Huh? What'd you say?
That's it, you almost got it.
Yeah, almost.
Trick me out.
Quiet on the set.
3,
Hi, my name is Edward Debicare. I've been at Larson Training School for 12 weeks, and I'll be reciting
What's the name of this place?
Larson Training Center.
I thought you said school.
Did I?
Okay.
Quiet on the set.
3,
Hi, my name is Edward Debicare, and I've been at Larson Training Center for 12 weeks, and I'll be reciting Jabberwocky. 'Twas brightly and the slithy toves, the gyre and gimble in the wave, on mimsy were the burrow groves, and the mummy's wrath outgrave. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the jib bird and shun the frumious bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand, on time the maxim bow he sought, so rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while and thought. And as in if Ushtadi stood, came whiffing through the totally wood. A cut.
You got it. You almost got it.
The Jabberwock.
What was it again?
The Jabberwock.
Yeah, eyes of flame.
The Jabberwock.
All right.
Quiet on the set.
3,
Hi, my name is Edward Debicare. I'm on my 12th week here at Larson Training Center, and I'll be reciting Jabberwocky. 'Twas Brylig and the slithy toves, the gyre and gimble in the wave. All mimsy were the burrow groves, and the mummy's wrath outbrave. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the jube bird and shun the frumious bandersnatch. And beware. He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the maxim foe he sought, so rested he by the tum-tum tree and stood a while in thought. And as an oafish dotty stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffing through the togly wood and burbled as it came. 1, 2, and 2, and through, the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and with its head he went galloping back. And thou hast slain the Jabberwock, come to my arms, my beamish boy. O frabjous day, Kaloo-Kalay, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas Brylig and the slithy toves, the gyre and gimble in the wave. All mimsy were the burrow groves, and the mummy's wrath outbrave.
Next.
Okay, Ronnie.
Quiet on the set.
3,
Yeah, my name is Ronnie Bondak. It's my first week at Larson Training Center, and I'll be reciting the Purple Cow and the Red Wheelbarrow. I've never seen a purple cow. I never hope to see one, but I can tell you anyhow, I'd rather see than be one. Cut. Oh, yeah.
Quiet on the set.
3,
I'll be reciting the Red Wheelbarrow. So much depends upon a red wheelbarrow glazed with rainwater besides the white chicken.
I ain't gonna run, I might fall.
Good job.
Good job.
Oh, let me get my breath first. All right.
Quiet on the set.
3. My name is Dwayne Floyd. It's my first week at Larson Training Center. I'll be reciting the Purple Cow and the Red Wheelbarrow. So much depends upon a red wheelbarrow glazing with rainwater beside the white chicken. When I catch my breath. All right, I'm ready.
Quiet on the set.
3. The Purple Cow. I never saw a purple cow. I never hoped to see one. But oh wait, hold up. Cut.
Cut.
Yeah, but I can tell you anyhow, that's right.
Quiet on the set.
Okay. 3. I hope I never see a purple cow. No. Damn. Hold up. I gotta study this one again. Man, I knew that one gave me twisted. Hold up. I never saw a purple cow. Okay. All right. But wait, but I tell you anyhow, okay. All right.
Quiet on the set.
3. I hope I never hope I see a purple cow.
No. Cut.
Damn. That ain't funny. Okay, I've got to put my paper out now. Okay, I'm ready now. All right.
Quiet on the set.
3. I hope I never see I saw. Okay, damn. Okay, this is my last time. Tricky. I'm gonna look at it this time. Okay. All right, I'm ready.
You want to read the whole thing first?
No, that ain't fair. I'm trying to remember. Okay. Never. I never saw a purple cow. Okay.
Quiet on the set.
3.
I never saw a purple cow. I never hoped to see one. But but I can't tell you anyhow. Wait. Let's see. I can't tell you. Damn, boy. Let's see. I can't tell you anyhow.
But I can tell you anyhow.
Huh?
But I can tell you.
But I can tell you anyhow. But yeah, better see the one. Man, my God.
I gotta see you.
Okay, I'm gonna read it just like this now. My brain's burnt out. Okay.
Quiet on the set.
3.
The purple cow. I never saw a purple cow. I never hoped to see a purple cow, but see, that purple messing me up. Yeah, let Ronnie come up. Man, I just said that was fun.
Okay.
You did good.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm over here. I'm gonna see. Okay. Let me see if
All
I
right,
get this
I
right.
got it. I never saw. I never saw. I never hoped to see a purple cow. I never hope to see it.
Quiet on the set.
3. My name is Robert Bigham. This is my first week here at Larson Training Center, and I'm going to recite 2 poems. One is Purple Cow, and the other one is the Red Wheelbarrow. Okay. So much depend upon the red wheelbarrow, glazed with rainwater, besides the white chickens. Okay, purple cow. I never seen a purple cow. I never hope to see one. But I can tell you anyhow, excuse me, cut. I've been saying that one word all the time. Okay, let me get it right now. Okay. All right, here we go.
Quiet on the set.
3.
Okay, I'm gonna recite Purple Cow. I never seen a purple cow. I never hope to see one. But I can tell you anyhow, I'd rather see one than be one.
Okay, almost.
What I missed?
Okay, so the first one is I never saw, not see.
Oh, see. Okay,
Never
so.
saw.
All right, so.
And then at the end, it's I'd rather see than be one, not see one than be one, just I'd rather.
Just see, then be.
Yeah, I'd rather see than be.
Okay.
I never saw it.
I gotta do it again?
I did. Yeah.
Quiet on the set.
Got it.
Okay, I'm reciting the Purple Cow. I never saw a purple cow. I never hope to see one. But I can tell you anyhow, I'd rather see than to be.
Good.
Good job. Nailed it.
Some new words. New words that want to come up.
Quiet on the set.
3.
Hi, my name is Rachel Sand, and this is my 3rd week here at Larson Training Center, and I will be reciting Beautiful. Beautiful faces are they that wear to light the...
Cut. The light of places.
Okay.
Quiet on the set.
Beautiful.
2.
Hi, my name is Rachel Sand, and this is my 3rd week at Larson Training Center, and I'll be reciting Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful faces are they that wear to light.
Cut.
No
The
light.
light.
The light.
Forget it. I can't do this.
Okay, read it.
I'm not gonna sit here and do this.
Smile.
I've been trying to do it all week, and I'm
Just read it. Quiet on set.
3.
Okay, wait, hold on. Rachel, better smile.
I don't want to smile.
Quiet on set.
3.
Beautiful. Beautiful faces are they that wear to light of a pleasant spirit there. Beautiful hands are they that do deeds that are noble, good, and true. Beautiful feet are they that go swiftly to lighten another's woe. See, I get everybody talking, and that's what messes me up. I can't. That's what you're-
Quiet on set.
3.
She's smiling. All right. The purple cow. I never saw a purple cow. I never hoped to see one. But I can tell you anyhow, I'd rather see one to be one.
I can see than be one.
I'd rather see.
All right, I'll give up then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
No, you one word away.
Oh, God.
I'd rather
See the big one. All
quiet on
right.
set.
3.
The purple cow. I never. All right. I'm going to do act just like this now.
Quiet on the set.
3.
The purple cow. I never saw a purple cow. I never hoped to see one. But I can tell you anyhow, I'd rather to see one to be one.
I'd rather see
Leave the
than
first
be
one out of it. See, then be one.
I'd rather see the people.
Okay, that's good enough now. All right.
You want to come back and do it next week? You're
No.
far away.
No, I'm ready to get this. I'm ready to look at this paper now. All right.
Quiet on set.
3.
You're right there.
The purple cow. I never saw a purple cow. I never hoped to see one. But I can tell you anyhow, I'd rather see than be one.
There you go. Hey, Mike, are you gonna do two?
Huh?
Can you do two? Can you read one and then do yours?
Well, there's 3. There's 2 and then mine.
Okay.
Sir.
So I'm gonna.
Quiet on the set.
3.
I'm Michael Halling. I've been with Larson Training Center for 4 weeks. And first, I'm gonna recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with justice and liberty for all. With liberty and justice for all.
Okay, good. That's good. Good enough. Keep going.
Okay, and then I'm reading beautiful. Okay, beautiful faces that they wear, the light of pleasant spirit there. Beautiful hands are that they do, deeds that are noble, good and true. Beautiful feet are that they go, swiftly to lighten another's woe.
Okay. Yeah, did you notice that you had 2 words to transpose?
Oh, that one too?
Yeah,
I must be dyslexic today.
yeah, it's they, that. You kept saying they, that, they. It's okay, because we want to really get to the next one.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try to recite Insidious by me. Okay, a perception. You ready?
Quiet on the set.
3,
Okay, this is insidious. A perception of a reality that's not real. Crap. Let me start over. Hold on. Okay. A perception of a reality that's not real. A delusional illusion of what's normal. Just a squeaky wheel. Projections of project. Wait. I'll just read it, and then I'll see it next week. Okay. A perception of a reality that's not real. A delusional illusion of what's normal. Just a squeaky wheel. Voices of tells that are tall, pointing you out every time you drop the ball. Projections of projecting beings, projections of everyone but themselves not a thing. Things are real because that's what we believe, making honesty elusive because we are programmed to be deceived. Our value is predicted by our history and our future is nothing but a dream. It's amazing that there's so much belief when hardly a thing is what it seems. Imagination is pure reality when one is not told what to see. I don't know how that's true, but it sounds good to me, so that's what I'll believe.
Anyone else?
Suzanne. Quiet on the set.
3,
My name is Desmond. This is my 5th week at Larson Training Center. Today I will be reciting How Do I Love Thee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height of my soul can reach. When feeling out of sight for the ends of being and the ideal grace. I love thee to the level of every day's most quiet need. By the sun and candlelight, I love thee freely. As men strive for right, I love thee purely. As they turn from praise, I love thee with the passion put to use in my old griefs, and with my childhood's faith. I love thee with a love I've seemed to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death.
Okay, good job. Who did she write that for?
She wrote that for her boyfriend.
Close. Who's her husband? Anybody know? Robert Browning. Robert Barrett Browning. What did Robert Barrett Browning write that we recite? Almost everybody was done it already.
How about that? A smile?
Not you guys.
Oh, through the song.
Yeah. Okay, great. Break time, right? So let's see. Desmond, would you end the show, please?
I don't know how.
Just say thank you for being here. And say anything else.
Thank you for watching the Larson Training Center's poetry. I hope you had a good time, and have a good one.
Great.
Good job.